All right, let's get started. I actually want to talk about Mickey and Mickey's team and some of the things that are going on in Public Works. We got a great bunch of people working on some tough problems, and they're making incredible progress. Last month, as you will recall, we updated you on new technologies, some of the new technologies going on in the Public Works Department, and the record amounts of street constructions that have improved our city's transportation system over the last year. And you may have seen the news earlier this week about how our record investment in streets has decreased the number of potholes that we're facing this year. I hope everybody will be happy about that. As Public Works and Utilities Director, Mickey Esposito and her team will tell you, all of this is done with one goal in mind: to get you, the public, where you need to go safely and conveniently. And I'm very proud of the progress that has been made and the work that has been accomplished in this area. I'm even more excited to see how Mickey and her team are improving the way that they work. They are another great example of the continual improvement model that our city departments everywhere embrace, meaning they're data-driven, they consistently match the best tools with the available investment to deliver maximum results. And they use smart planning and smart communications to coordinate an incredible amount of both public and private construction across the city. Today we're kicking off the Lincoln on the Move initiative, the plan for this construction season. Our transportation network is fundamental, as you all know, to the future of the city. It's how we do a number of things. It's how we keep Lincoln moving ahead economically, how we keep Lincoln moving forward to maintain livable neighborhoods, moving Lincoln in the right direction on safety and convenience, and continuing to move Lincoln to the top of those national lists that reflect on our business climate and quality of life. In short, Lincoln on the Move is helping build a leading-edge community. Our modern transportation network functions a lot like a computer network. We have the hardware, we have the streets, the buses, the sidewalks, and the trails, and we have the software, the signal timing programs, the intersection cameras, vehicle sensors, and smart traffic signals that help move people efficiently and effectively along the network. To operate our network, we have programmers, engineers, and other members of our team working creatively all together to maximize those tools. It all comes together as Lincoln on the Move. This is our program specifically engineered to get Lincoln residents as well as goods and services where they need to go safely and conveniently. Here's what you can expect this year. The map, this map to my left shows a wide range of infrastructure projects. And if you get closer to it, you'll be able to read each one of them. We'll be building streets, repairing sidewalks, replacing water mains, sewer mains, and paving roads in all quadrants of the city. Just a few of the project areas: North 10th Street, a project that includes Salt Creek Bridge replacement, 16th Street from A to F, 33rd from Holdridge to Madison, Old Cheney from 40th to Highway 2, Superior from 27th to Cornhusker Highway, and 27th from Holdridge to Fletcher, and Yankee Hill Road from 70th to Highway 2. Those are some of the bigger matters that will be engaged. And you followed that as I went along, didn't you, Nikki?
I didn't point them out.
Okay.
They're all there.
It's very important to us to keep the public informed of all the projects that are improving the community and to help them navigate progress. We encourage everyone to visit the city website at lincoln.ne.gov. As you can see on the screen, you can type project into the search box and then click on Projects Map. Of course, all of this work going on will require street and lane closures. So we are also encouraging the public to go online to plan their routes. Again, go to lincoln.ne.gov and type closures into the search box. This street closure map will keep you informed of where and when street closures and detours are in effect. This is also a very important tool for emergency conditions, such as flooding. We coordinate with the county to update the map with street closures and detours that are occurring in real time. If your route takes you into construction areas, it is very important for the safety of our workers that you slow down, follow all the signage, and avoid any distractions. We know that construction season can be frustrating for drivers, but remember that these crews are working for you, and everybody's safety in and out of the traffic is a priority. This year, our crews will continue to use new machines and new methods designed to make faster and longer-lasting repairs. We will also continue to match our construction, repair, and maintenance work to the specific needs of the project area. We are supporting all this construction activity in a variety of ways. Through the Greenlight Lincoln program, through that, we're upgrading traffic signals with smart technology that keeps the traffic moving ahead quickly, safely, efficiently. Our right-of-way team is helping private contractors install miles of new fiber optics to bring high-speed broadband service to every business and every home across the community. Our sidewalks, that work continues to support a safe, mobile, and healthy city. StarTrans bus system has new routes, new signage, trolleys, and mobile apps that are getting riders to work, to shopping, to school, faster and faster. And we're exploring service request apps that can improve the ability of citizens to report issues and to get information on projects and repairs. The quantity and quality of the improvements we see across the city, I hope you will agree with me, is impressive. But I also want to call some attention to the creativity and the planning that coordinates all this work. And Mickey is going to tell us what the transportation people do behind the scenes to keep Lincoln on the move. Mickey, thank you for being here today. I'll let you take over.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Thank you so much. Good morning. As Mayor points out, this transportation team, I am very fortunate for the members of this team. We are actively pursuing a wide range of transportation programs and strategies that we call Lincoln on the Move. And to us, this is more than a mission. Lincoln on the Move reflects our belief that a safe transportation network is critical to a thriving community. It is our commitment and our promise to work harder and smarter than ever to get you where you need to go safely and conveniently. Over the course of the 2017 construction season, we will highlight several transportation strategies and initiatives associated with Lincoln on the Move. But today, we're going to focus on right-of-way coordination and how we have stepped up our collaboration efforts to keep you moving. So the first thing I want to talk about, if we can spin up this construction coordination graphic. The construction work that people see out in the community is really just the leading edge of a massive planning and coordination effort that begins months and even years ahead of construction and continues all year long. There are many steps and many people involved in that planning and coordination. We explore whether the project requires more than one construction season, which stakeholders, utility companies, institutions, or agencies need to be informed of the project. What is the proper timing for construction, and how does the project impact other transportation movements, closures, and detours in the city? A good example of project coordination is the recently started 16th Street project. We analyzed detour and signalization options to determine the best choice for safety and convenience. We evaluated the potential impacts to nearby businesses, homes, and schools, as well as the traveling public, and made sure to communicate those impacts to the public. For the 16th Street project, we mailed 380 letters, hung over 200 door hangers, and held a public meeting. We also partnered with the Neighborhood Association to spread the word on social media, in addition to putting project information on our website and using message boards at the project site. So there is a lot going on before a project even begins. Another great example of our coordination efforts is our weekly coordination huddle. This is an ongoing coordination meeting held every Tuesday at the Municipal Services Center, where we map and report out current and upcoming projects across the community. The huddle is led by City Traffic Engineer Lonnie Birkland and includes all agencies who need the street for their construction projects. Remember, streets are conduits to get people where they need to go, but they are also home to other infrastructure. So we involve entities that both impact the street with construction and entities who are impacted by construction. Divisions like traffic, engineering, right-of-way, street maintenance, water, wastewater, watershed, and even StarTran. We also coordinate with Lincoln Electric System and private utilities like Allo and Windstream. Together, we review the projects going on all across the city. We're coordinating projects weekly to create efficiency and ensure high-quality work for the community. We coordinate and communicate closures and detours, and we also take advantage of opportunities. For example, when 9th and O Street, when that development project began, and we needed to close a portion of O Street for a water tap, the Street Maintenance Division took advantage of an opportunity to get some crack sealing done during the total closure. And it's this kind of coordination and opportunity that keeps the traveling public moving, but also keeps our employees safe. In addition, we coordinate press releases, social media, message boards, and other communication tools to keep the public updated and informed of projects. So that's the point of the coordination huddle. Finally, a last example of our coordination efforts are in right-of-way management, where we've restructured our department to create more collaboration in locating utility easements. Most people drive, walk, or bike every day without realizing the huge underground infrastructure network beneath their feet. Water lines, fiber optic, gas pipes, electric lines, phone, cable, and more. This network is a key component of what makes Lincoln a 21st century to live, work, and play in. When construction occurs, it's necessary to locate all of that underground infrastructure in order to avoid hitting them. Our infrastructure locators used to be very division-specific. For example, if you located water infrastructure, you were a water employee. If you located wastewater infrastructure, you were a wastewater employee. Streets, traffic, fiber, it was all the same until last year, when our fiber and right-of-way division manager, David Young, consolidated and realigned right-of-way construction functions across the city into a single unit. This new cross-trained team takes advantage of asset management software to map what is located underground and share that data with both the city team and the private sector. innovative strategies and collaboration at no cost to provide better and more efficient services to developers, utilities, and citizens in order to maintain continuity and reliability of that important underground network. Often our crews are so effective that the traveling public doesn't even know what kind of work is going on. But there are definitely many clues out there. And these have probably been seen by you in your neighborhoods. You see these flags. And these show where underground utilities are located in the right-of-way. These are the signs and the clues that our team has been working hard at coordinating efforts and improving our city. And we want you to know that we're coordinating intentionally and strategically each and every day to get you where you need to go safely and conveniently. Because Lincoln is on the move, and we want to do our part to keep it that way. Thank you. Want these?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mickey. We'll take your questions, but maybe before we do that, I might mention perhaps the obvious. We're trying to generate information that's useful to citizens, but we rely on you guys to really get that information out there to the public. Of course, we'll be doing our best to get the information out to the public, but it's really how the media uses all this information to help the public and to inform the public that's going to be a key part of this system of getting the public ahead of our projects and getting them knowledgeable as they move around the city in the upcoming year. So we're hoping that this is really useful to you all, the media, and to the extent that you might have ideas about how to improve this as you use it to relay information to the public. I'm sure Mickey would welcome that.
That's a great point.
So with that, questions?
Can somebody do a comparison to last year for the new road sidewalk portion of this? How many miles, is it different, how much money is it different, and how much public inconvenience will it be different?
I would really like to invite Thomas Schaefer to come up and talk about that. Big part of this is Thomas's wheelhouse and his programs.
Okay, I misplaced my, if you look at the, I'm Thomas Schaefer, Design and Construction Section Manager here for Public Works. And if you look at the handout that you were given today on the sheet on the inside there, it says right-of-way coordination. You can see that this, for 2017, we're going to improve 10.3 miles of arterials. This is compared to about 90 that we've done over the past 7 years. We are going to expand capacity in about 2.6 miles of arterials. We've done about 10.3 historically over the last 7 years. Blocks of rehabbed or preventative maintenance activities for residential roads. We're going to do 424 blocks of residential. This is compared to 632 that we've done over the last 7 years. And then finally, in sidewalks, we've repaired about 70 miles over the last 7 years, and in this year, we're going to do 6.4 miles of sidewalk repairs.
I think that most people remember last year. Is there a way to do a comparison to last year?
Last year, a real simple comparison is we did 18 miles of arterials, and this year we're at 10. Part of that is focusing more on residential work, and also we're doing more miles of the added capacity, which are more costly, so those are shorter miles.
Kind of wanted to walk into the closure map, if that's okay. Okay. Thomas, don't go too far, but I wanted to show you this, maybe you might help me toggle, actually. This is a closure map, and if you go to lincoln.ne.gov and keyword closure or closures, you will get to this map. This is an important map for understanding. If you scroll up, you can understand closures during the time of the day, and it's both total closure, lane closures, and then detour routes. So if you're planning your route during the day, you can go to this map. You can hit any time of the day by clicking that little icon. If you're traveling in the evening, if you're traveling in the morning, what have you. But you can also plan out weeks ahead for up to 1 year. This toggling ability will allow you to advance forward in order to see where those closures are going to affect you or impact you when you're routing to get to work, school, or what have you. So this is a very important and critical resource for the public. Another aspect of this is during emergency response. If we have a flood situation where streets are closed due to flooding, you can go to this and it will be in real-time reporting, so you'll understand which roads to avoid during flood situations.
Additional questions? All right, thank you very much. Oh, one more?
You mentioned the underground infrastructure and cross-coordinating those projects to avoid hidden gas lines and stuff like that. Is that what I'm assuming you meant?
That, as much as possible,
Okay,
right?
because, I mean, we've kind of looked into it, so I know that there's been quite an increase in, gas line leaks. How long have y'all been doing this cross-coordination, and, how soon can we expect to see like a decrease in hitting those gas lines?
Well, I don't actually have the information today to share with you, but if you want to talk afterward, I'd be glad to touch base with you. Our right-of-way coordinator is here to talk about that specifically.
Randy, we do have some information
Oh, good.
about that.
I want to be clear, though, those are not gas line hits.
Right.
Yeah,
There
there-
was,
Let's
some-
do a correction.
One of your reporters contacted us and said there was going to be an increase in gas leaks. The increase is in
Construction,
not
yeah.
in leaks.
So I think there was a miscommunication. We can go offline, but, yeah, the increase was in construction around the city. Yeah, so I don't know the source, but not about gas leaks or gas lines. All right,
All right,
okay?
thank you very much.